Good afternoon. My name is Wade and I'm the CEO of PDA International Africa. So today's video is all about building support. Quite an interesting topic. We ask ourselves perhaps in areas where we wanted to ask for a helping hand or support or additional information. And we say to ourselves, why can't I do everything? The question is that this is a true instance for most of us. Because I firmly believe in our roots and how we grew up, asking for support or building support in any way and requesting a helping hand as we go about it has been seen as a limitation, or perhaps not knowing enough, and therefore we keep quiet about it and we feel embarrassed about it. Because if we were to approach a teacher or a mentor or a parent or someone that could provide us insight, and we think to ourselves, wow, if I go to so and so and I reach out a hand, they're going to assume that perhaps I'm an idiot, I don't know enough, I should know more. And all these scenarios that we play through our minds in a day or in a time where we actually really need to create that insight. This is an important topic because as we grow older, and we are able to reflect back on our lives, for me, one purpose or one prospect, should I say, where I should have asked for support in my younger years was around the fact that growing up, I always felt rejected. I felt rejected in the playground. I felt rejected in company scenarios or situations where I was part of a team. And that came back to a intrinsic part of me, and that is my extroversion. That's my people. I love working and developing and embracing people from all angles and all avenues. So obviously, I would put my time and my energy out there into these people circumstances. And perhaps if I never got the attention that I was needed, or if I didn't get a response in the time that I thought was appropriate to me, I would feel rejected. And I remember having these feelings in me up until my early 30s, this feeling of rejection if things weren't going my way. And I was too proud, to ask for a helping hand or to speak about my feelings or speak about my emotions because of the fear on the leaders or the people or the contacts that I had in my life at the time to say, hey, I'm feeling this way. They would mostly think that it was absolutely ridiculous, only to find that this could have been sincere feedback and authentic feedback that I truly needed at the time, from a thought leader or someone that was older than me to give me this advice if I was to spill the beans and let them know how I was feeling at that particular time. So building support comes in many guises, and the guises that it comes in are pretty much the influences that our minds set out into the universe or set out into the world. And typically, we will not embrace, we will hold back and keep it within ourselves until it becomes a huge mountain of bricks that we are carrying on our backs. So our limitations are sincerely our limitations until we embrace the fear that I had in my case or my scenario on talking to people about why I felt rejected and building the support I needed and to know that it's not right or wrong. It's just me, and it's me and my view of the world. And I really have changed my life around as soon as I could put that out there, talk about it, and embrace thought leaders and mentors in a way, in an authentic way that they could assist me. So the topic of authenticity comes into play here too. You know, if we are to appear that we know it all, and we are seen as individuals pretty much from an ego-driven space, when we come across scenarios or situations and we are living in the ego or we're living in the know-it-all space, people can read us. And that reflected style on how they're going to respond to us, if it is not authentic and transparent, could be another limitation. So I would like to give the best advice out there, and that is to be your authentic self, to know that Rome wasn't built in a day, that as we grow, we need the building blocks in place. And if you have the beautiful instances of having thought leaders around you, mentors around you, a parent around you, a teacher around you, do not be afraid. Do not go back to your roots and think it's a limitation to ask or to build support. Because as you start asking for the richness that is going to empower you, so you start building the blocks of your future. And that starts with not being afraid to reach out and ask for a hand in building support. I wish you a blessed day. My best wishes. Take care.